This video is about finding exponential growth functions. We're going to find exponential growth functions when we have the initial value and when we do not have the initial value. So just as a refresher, a function that models exponential growth has the form f of x equals a b to the x. A is our initial value of the function, and b is the growth factor or the growth multiplier per unit x. If we have two data points, we should be able to write an exponential model. If one of the data points is of the form 0a, then we initially have our a value, and we can substitute the second ordered pair in to find the b value. If neither of the data points have that form, in other words, we do not have that initial value, we're going to substitute both points in, and we're going to get a system of equations, which we then will solve either by substitution or some other method. So once we have the a and the b, then we write it into the function notation. So I have two examples for you on the next page. So here's an example where we actually know the initial value. There is a typographical error on this. This should be in 2006. There were 80 deer, not 90 deer. So in 2006, 80 deer were introduced into a wildlife refuge. By 2012, the population had grown to 180. The population was growing exponentially. Write an exponential function, n of t, representing the population n of the deer over time t. So as often the case, we like to let our initial year, our initial value, be t equals 0. So in 2006, we're going to say t equals 0, which means that in 2012, t is equal to 6. And from this, we'll get two ordered pairs. In 2006, or t equals 0, we had 80 deer. And in 2012, t is 6, we had 180 deer. We're also told that this population, n of t, is going to grow exponentially. So it's going to have the form a b to the x. And because we have an ordered pair 0, 80, we know that our a value should be 80. So we're going to start here with n of t equals 80 b to the t. So since I'm using the variable t, this should be t up here. Okay, so now I have my second ordered pair, 6, 180. Keep in mind that's an x, y, or in this case, a t, n of t. So let's call this a t, and then a number at time t. We can plug those values in. So for our n of t, we will put 180 equals 80, b, and then for our t, we'll put in 6. Dividing by 80, we will get 2.25 equals b to the 6th. And then we will take the 6th root of each side. If you're going to do this in your calculator and get an approximate, you can do 2.25 raised to the 1 divided by 6. The approximate value would be 1.145. Of course, if we can, we usually like things to be exact. So once I have my a value, which is 80, and my b value, I can plug those values in, and we will get the number of deer at time t is 80. I'm going to go ahead and use the exact value, 2.25, sixth root to the t. If I wanted it approximate, then I could use the 1.145 to the t. All right, we have another example here. In this example, our initial value is not known. So we are given two ordered pairs, -2, 6 and 2, 1, and we are told that it is an exponential function. So that means that our function, f of x, has the form a, b to the x. Keeping in mind this is an x, f of x, and this second order pair is also an x, f of x. So I'm going to plug each ordered pair in individually. So for the first one, I'm going to get 6 equals ab to the -2. And for the second one, I'm going to get 1 equals ab squared. So here is my system of equations. Now there are a couple of ways that we can solve this system of equations. The goal being to eliminate one of the variables and then find the other. So I'm going to do this two different ways. The first time, I'm just going to use substitution. So we're going to take this second equation and I'm going to solve for a. So I'm going to get a is 1 over b squared. And I'm going to plug that in to the first equation, and I will get 6 equals 1 over b squared times b to the -2, or 1 over b to the 4th, moving that b to the -2 down. So cross multiplying, I get 6b to the 4th equals 1, or b to the 4th is 1/6, and b is the 4th root of 1/6. Now that I have my b value, I can plug it in here and find my a value. So we have a equals 1 over the 4th root of 1/6 squared. So just for ease in writing this one, I'll find approximate values. So b is approximately 0.6389 and a is approximately 2.45. So our function, f of x, is going to be 2.45, that's our a value, times 0.6389 to the x. Now there is another way to solve this from this after we plug these things in. So I just wanted to show you that very quickly. Rather than using substitution and plugging one into the other, I'm just going to take the ratio of the two. So I'm actually going to do 6 over 1 equals ab to the -2 over ab squared. And what you should notice is that those a values are going to cancel, and we're back to 6 equals 1 over b to the 4th. So once we're there, it looks identical, but that's just another way that you can find that. That concludes this video on finding exponential models.